Oh, I have a phone call. Hey, what's up? What? ASUS is not giving a about their customers? What? They're not honoring their warranties? What's going on? Huh? Seriously? You want me to boycott ASUS? No. So what's going on here? Alright, okay. Alright, yeah. Oh my god. That's nuts. Okay, alright then. Okay, let's find out what's going on. Well, okay, so let me give you an idea what's going on. So as you know, a couple of months ago, I think late last year, we received the motherboard from ASUS, the Crosshair, the ROG Crosshair X670E motherboard, suitable for all the latest Ryzen 7000 series of processors, right? So I got myself the Ryzen 9 7900X processor, which I think worked great. But apparently, the BIOS was having issues with EXPO memory configurations, right? And I've been having trouble with the BIOSes for I don't know how long, but I couldn't get it to work with the BIOS issues without EXPO memory and everything. So everything was running at default. That's it. Okay. So, but apparently I'm not the only one. So as you know, you've probably seen a couple of videos from Gamers Nexus and also JayzTwoCents, and they've also ripped into ASUS about their BIOS support and customer support and not honoring their warranties, and they're not even taking responsibility for what's going on, which is quite bad. So let's go on and see what's going on here, right? So as you can see, Nexus, Gamers Nexus, he's got a really long video about what's going on with ASUS and their BIOS, and also overvolting CPUs and screwing their customers and stuff like that. And also JayzTwoCents also mentioned something similar, right? And yeah, it's just getting some really bad press. So what happened? Well, if you look at the BIOS firmware update, okay, so this is the latest BIOS firmware update from ASUS, and you can see the Crosshair X670E, which is the one I reviewed also. And this is the latest BIOS. And if you looked at the bottom here, the notes, okay, so ASUS does not give any warranties, whether expressed or limited as to this suitability, compatibility, or usability of the UEFI, its firmware, or any of its contents. So basically, you're going to have to void your warranty if you're going to have to take this BIOS. Now, but the BIOS is one thing if it gets fixed, but this BIOS doesn't actually fix anything. I've actually updated the BIOS during our tests, and same thing, it just does not work with the BIOS, the EXPO memory configurations. So every time I would enable EXPO memory settings, it would fail to boot, it would just crash, it would not, no, it's black screen, it's just not, it wouldn't boot. And you know, so as I said in the review, they need to fix their BIOS, right? And the other thing is that you need to figure out is that there wasn't just the EXPO memory issue that they had, the BIOS. With the new Ryzen 7000 series with the 3D cache, people are getting burnt CPUs. And why is that happening? Because the BIOS apparently is overvolting the CPU. So therefore, it would get burnt out. Now, who's responsible for that? Well, I've actually tested the normal non-3D cache processor on this motherboard. It works at default, but EXPO memory, no, it would not work. It would boot up and work at the default BIOS setting at DDR5 4800, which is just pointless, right? My memory is DDR5 6000 or 6200 or higher, right? It's supposed to be able to work at that speed, but it doesn't. At default speeds, it wouldn't. You have to drop down to 4800. And the other thing is, mine is a non-3dv cache, so it would work default, right? But people are reporting with the new Ryzen 7000 CPU with the 3dv cache, and if you enable an EXPO and kind of getting the voltages, it would, I don't know why, apparently, I could be wrong, the BIOS actually overvolting the CPU, and therefore you're getting burnt CPUs. It may not happen on all cases, but I'm not risking spending $600, $700 on the new 3dv cache Ryzen 9 processor to put into this board, and then with the newest BIOS update, void my warranty and get my burnt CPU. No thanks. So ASUS, sort yourself out, right? Get your BIOS fixed, support your customers, and also work with AMD. You're a multi-billion-dollar company. Work with AMD, get this problem fixed, right? Is 100% ASUS fault? May not be. I mean, AMD should have on their processor had like a really hard fix on their voltage, right? So that you prevents it from overvolting. But still, again, you're a multi-billion-dollar company, both of you, AMD and ASUS. Work together, get this BIOS issue fixed, support your customers, right? And take responsibility. Issue a email or announcement. It's us, the enthusiasts, the gamers, and the buyers that actually purchase your products. If you don't support us, so what's the point of buying your product? Does it have the same issue with ASUS, ASRock, Gigabyte, MSI? So far, I haven't had any complaints yet, but who knows? Who knows? So that's it. That's my take on it, right? JayzTwoCents, he's got like millions of subscribers, right? And same with Gamers Nexus there, and they're fed up. They're fed up, right? Not so much about the product not working. If it doesn't work, fine, but you got to get it fixed. And the other thing is support your customers. Apparently he's been sending emails to them and no reply, and apparently they want to have an interview with them on air, whatever, get recorded, but no reply. So yeah. But if you want to check out the review on our website, you can go ahead. It's available on our website right here. The ASUS ROG Crosshair X670E Hero motherboard. Again, it works great at default using non-3dv cache processors at default speeds, memory, a DDR5 4800. Or you can actually buy yourself some G-Skill RAM. That might work, right? G-Skill have been really up there with their compatibility, and probably worked with the ASUS to get this memory EXPO issue solved. But still, there are a ton of people who have Kingston memory, Patriot memory, Samsung memory, whatever, that they are supposedly EXPO certified, supposedly work, but it doesn't. So get your BIOS fixed. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, so that's my take on that. But yeah, if you want more details about what's happening with the ASUS, you can check out Gamers Nexus as well as JayzTwoCents videos on their channel there as well.